Hi everyone, my name is Ivaylo Dimitrov and I am an associate at Omnia Strategy London, where I represent clients, both sovereigns and multinationals, as well as private individuals in complex international disputes, including investor state and commercial arbitration, settlement and negotiations, and pre-dispute engagement. I also regularly advise a client on matters of public international law and human rights. And I would like to thank the Bali International and Arbitration and Mediation Center for giving me this opportunity to participate in this YouTube vlog series called My Number One Advice for Young and Aspiring Lawyers. Having watched the previous episodes, I actually think that the advice provided applies not only to young and aspiring lawyers, but also to people at all levels of the legal profession. So if you haven't watched the previous episodes, I urge you to do so. With that being said, my number one advice is be and stay self-aware. And I really think that self-awareness is key, and at the same time is elusive. So those who could successfully maintain it throughout their careers would remain in the driving seat and will be able to have a higher degree of control over their professional growth. But what does self-awareness mean? Well, this is a multifaceted exercise, but I think it boils down to being able to have an objective and accurate understanding of your own standing within your professional field of expertise that allows you to have a steady and efficient progress, and at the same time limits the impact on your health, on your personal relationships, and on your stature. And a mismatch between one's self-perception and his or her objective standing is indeed common. We have all seen people that grossly overstate their own abilities, which sometimes leads to some success, but this is at the expense of their professional reputation, or even more dangerously to the quality of the advice they provide to their clients, because ungrounded confidence is detrimental and oftentimes leads to oversights and indeed unconscientious advice. Equally, it hurts me when I see extremely potential and promising young lawyers whose professional growth is slowed down or even stalled because of them being too critical or having the inability to give credit to themselves. So there are several practical aspects I would like to highlight for you. The first one is, in order to be self-aware, identify and reevaluate your skill set. Now, unlike in our law school life and our expectations, or at least certainly mine, the demands of the legal profession require an ever-expanding skill set. So alongside with your core skills like legal writing and research, knowledge and expertise in your field, and perhaps efficiency, there are also a plethora of other skills you would need in order to grow. Such skills include commercial awareness and a healthy degree of entrepreneurship, strong communicational skills, and especially in the field of dispute resolution, the ability to get along with people from different cultural backgrounds and with different personalities. You would also need emotional intelligence and teamwork skills, as well as time management and ability to prioritize. Now, we're all humans, and that means that we are imperfect. And it is extremely rare that you will have the whole package. It would be much more common if your skill set is unequally shaped, with one or two skills leaving areas for improvement for the others. And this is where self-awareness becomes extremely handy, as it would help you to identify your core strengths and weaknesses. Ideally, you would want to master your strengths so that it could pivot you in your professional development, while trying at the same time to do your best and improve your weaknesses. Sometimes you would be so deficient in a certain area that no matter how hard you try to improve, you would never be able to use this skill in a competitive setting. I love singing, but my musical talent is so impacted that every time I sing and every time I make a desperate attempt to sing, it hurts my own ears to listen. So in situations like this, self-awareness will help you in realizing where your weak spots are and finding your right place within a team so that you could utilize your strengths and mitigate the damages resulting from your weaknesses. And finally, I think you should regularly go back to the drawing board and reevaluate your understanding of your skill set. If it often happens, and it happened to me certainly, to prove myself wrong in terms of what my true strengths and weaknesses are. And this has led to a significant change in the way I approach my work and in the way I am perceived by the others. The second practical tip, so to say, I would like to share with you today is that self-awareness will bring stability in your self-perception. And in a way it will create immunity, if I can use this buzzword today, from the volatility due to the temporary factors that impact your work, be it external or internal. Now, our self-perception is affected by what other things of us, and this is understandable, and it perhaps should be that way. However, self-perception should not be too volatile to external, non-representative comments, be it praises or critiques. So, for instance, if your partner tells you one or even several times, "Well done, excellent job," after an assignment, your reaction should not be, "OMG, I will be a managing partner in 2 years." So perhaps that would be slightly too opportunistic. And at the same time, if you receive negative feedback that you have overlooked something or an assignment you've done is poorly written, your immediate reaction should not be, "Oh my God, I am a total disgrace and I would never achieve success in the legal profession." Rather, you should try to calmly evaluate the situation, see where you've worked, and take a note, either mental or written, how to improve next time around. Inevitably, you will be unfairly criticized, and this is an imminent part of working within a team. Sometimes your supervisor or even peer fails to deal with pressure or is just wrong. So self-awareness will help you in situations like this to separate the wheat from the chaff and to not take it personally. And finally, my third practical advice relating to self-awareness is that being self-aware will help you with your long-term career planning. That means that you would be able to see exactly where you are in your career and evaluate whether you have made the maximum amount of progress based on your skill set. Second, it will help you in spotting whether there is something internally or externally that sets you back. We all have different and unique career paths and even personal paths. And they depend not only on our abilities, but on external circumstances, other factors, and oftentimes pure luck. In this sense, success and progress are non-linear. However, to be self-aware means to have realistic expectations based on your own characteristics. If you have never participated in a hearing before, and you expect that you would be allowed to do the cross-examination of the opponent's key witness, well, perhaps that's slightly opportunistic and unrealistic. Equally, if you have a 10-year experience in a law firm, effectively managing high-profile cases, clients, and witnesses on your own, but you are still assigned the backseat, even in small hearings, perhaps you should reconsider whether you're given enough credit and your professional growth is not stopped by external factors. Thank you very much for listening to my advice. And my final words of wisdom will be, no matter what you do, make sure that you stay humble and you treat everyone with the respect they deserve. I wish everyone a joyful time with your families and friends at the end of this difficult year. Thank you.